Friday the 14th of May. Welcome back. Willow Way, here we go. We have got a nice burner of a workout lined up for you guys today. But before we get there, we're going to go through a quick warm-up, and it's going to look like this. 2 rounds of the following. We're going to start by doing 12 Samson lunges. So you guys are going to lunge forward, keep nice and tight in your midline, stretch upwards, push your hips forward, come back up, and then we'll change sides. So it's going to be 6 per side. Then we're going to go for some prisoner good morning. So any prisoner movement, it's just with your hands or fingers interlocked behind your head. And from there, sending the hips back, keeping my back nice and straight, squeezing my shoulder blades. I'm going to go down, come back up. And we're going to work just like that for 12 reps. Then you guys are going to go for 6 strict presses per side. So whatever you have, I've got a dumbbell over here. I'm going to press it up, squeeze it back down, nice and slowly onto my shoulder. And we're going to go for 6 of those per side. So nice and slowly all the way up, keeping my elbow in front of me the whole time. Okay, so we'll go 6, 6. And then the last one we're going to do, which is going to be 12 squats with a reach. So I'm going to squat down. I'll get my hand on the inside of my leg. I'm going to reach up, change sides, reach up, stand up, and then go back down into it, and then go for the next one. So we're going to do 12 of those to make sure we are nice and warm. Okay, let's go through 2 rounds, and then we'll get you guys back here for our workout. All right, guys, our workout today is called lunacy. It's going to be a few different movements. We're doing 30 reps of each movement. And just to change things up a little bit, every minute, on the minute, starting at 0, you will do 5 squat jumps. Okay, so when you guys hear your coach, or if you're training at home by yourself, put on a little beeper for yourselves. Every time it hits the minute, we're going to go for 5 squat jumps. Okay, that's just to tie out the legs a little bit more and to make the workout just a little bit more frustrating to complete. Okay, the first movement, I'm going to be showing with a dumbbell today. If you guys have got a kettlebell, that's fine. Odd object, barbell, med ball, D-ball, whatever you guys have, we can make it work. Okay, so with a dumbbell, it's going to look like this. 30 hand clean and jerks. I'm going to deadlift my dumbbell up. From there, I'm going almost like a kettlebell swing in between my legs, onto the shoulder, and then I'm going to drive it up into a locked out position. You guys don't have to change arms with every rep. If you guys are doing single arm hand clean and jerks, you can do a few on the right and a few on the left. Just make sure you keep it balanced overall, which would be 15 per arm. Okay, from there we're going to go into some lunges. So if you guys can, it's going to be an overhead lunge. If you guys don't have a comfortable enough equipment or the mobility is not quite there yet, we are just going to go for a racked lunge. So if you guys can, overhead lunge, we're going reverse, all the way down, all the way back up, alternate legs, and again, just keep it even between your 2 arms, so 15 per arm. If you guys are using an odd object, this is fine. This over here is fine. Even a bear hug or a goblet position over here is also perfectly fine for our 30 lunges. Okay, lunges are done. Now we're going for some ground to overhead. For me, with a dumbbell, I'm going to go for some snatches. Depending on what you guys have, any ground to overhead movement will work. So snatch, clean and jerk, whichever you prefer. Okay, so with a dumbbell snatch, we're going from the ground. I'm going to send my hips back, and I'm going to go all the way up, finish locked out next to my ear, bring it back down, and then I can change sides. Or you guys can keep going on the same side, as like we said, as long as we keep it even between both arms, so 15, 15. If you guys are using an odd object, exactly the same thing. We can go clean and jerk, or we can go snatch. All the way up is fine. Okay, so I'll go for 30 of those. Our second last movement, if you guys are lucky enough to have a nice box, we've been building some new boxes. The Busakas have bought us 10 nice new boxes we can use in the gym. You guys can use a box. If you don't have a box, we can use a ledge, you can use a chair, table. Don't break anything, but pretty much anything can be used for step-ups. Okay, so we'll grab our piece of equipment. If you guys can, in a farmer position, which should be farmer carry position, which is next to your side. If it's a odd object and you can't hold it like this, you can go goblet, onto the shoulder, whichever works for you. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Farmer position, step up, come back down, and then we're going to alternate our legs with the step ups, and you can change hands as you like as you get tired. Okay, and then the last movement, unsurprisingly, is going to be 30 thrusters. Okay, so 30 normal thrusters or 30 single arm thrusters. So if you guys are going for normal thrusters with a bar or odd object, we'll go front rack, squat down, all the way up. If you guys are going single arm, it's onto the one shoulder. We're going to squat down and then all the way up into a locked out position. Okay, if you guys are not feeling comfortable doing the thrusters with a single arm or your odd object isn't quite working over there, you guys can do those squat star jumps. So that's perfectly fine. We'll go down, and from there, we're going to launch ourselves up every time with a nice big jump. Okay, have fun with it, guys. We're going to go through that workout. We're going to give you guys some time to recover, and then we're going to go into our normal lockdown pump. Last part of today's session is going to be our lockdown pump. We're going to do 3 separate Tabatas with no rest in between. Okay, usually we are doing some more movement with our lockdown pump. Today we're going to try something new, and we're just going to do some holds. Okay, one of these holds specifically is my arch nemesis. So you guys are going to see it is a very challenging movement for me, but I should be doing it more often. So maybe this will help. Okay, first one is going to be a high plank. We're going to make it more challenging by going onto our toes. Okay, so a hollow body position, same as you would with a push-up. So I'm here, and then from there, I'm going onto my toes to make it a bit more difficult. I'm squeezing my abs as hard as I can. I'm going to hold for 20 seconds. Then we'll rest for 10 seconds, go back up for 20 seconds, and one Tabata will be 8 rounds just in that high plank position. Okay, from there, we're going to move to the legs, and we are going to do a squat hold. So I want you guys to try and hold it at 90. Okay, so hips in line with, or the hip crease in line with your knees. So as I go down, around about over here is what we're looking for. So I'm going to hold, hands out in front of me, chest up, 20 seconds, come out, shake up my legs a bit, next 20 seconds, go back into the hold for 8 rounds. And the last one, this is the one that I hate so much, is going to be either what we call a crab position or a reverse bridge hold. So I'm going to go onto my bum, and from there, I'm going to try and squeeze my hips up as high as I can, and I'm going to try and hold it here 20 seconds. Should be a nice shoulder stretch as well. Then come back down, and we'll see how that's going to feel. It should work your triceps as well. Okay, guys, that is going to be it. The week is over. I want to see you guys tomorrow morning for a very nice partner workout. Have fun, and see you soon.